everyone to bring their spouse. And so
we can stop working on the background. We need to quit working in the back behind the scenes. We need to be up front. I'm like, okay, no, Effie, get to the back.
So it's gonna be so funny. I cannot wait till our Atlanta people go ahead and participate because it's gonna be on.
Yes, it'll be another. Although we're not doing our
we're not
try
gonna do a
something
live
new
show, right?
Although we're not doing our try something new challenge anymore. We will hopefully be exposing people to some things that they have not done before. So come out and join us. The Neds kill it. So
is that a hint?
It must be yummy.
We haven't announced the place, but yes, it's a hint. That was a good hint.
Yeah, I was like, I didn't.
If they know us, then maybe they might know where it is. But if you don't, that's okay. We're going to announce it another time. So you make sure you're a part of our Facebook group page, and then you can get all the details.
Invite your friends, please. I mean, it's the more the merrier.
Yeah, sure. Absolutely. It is. I have another announcement.
What, girl?
That we actually have an interview coming up.
Oh my gosh.
With Dr. Nina Gilbert from Ed Collab Atlanta.
Amazing.
And she is an amazing educator and educator contributor. So I'm excited about that interview. We're going to go deep because it's going to be, I think by then everyone will be back to school for real. Even on the West Coast and the North and everything. And we're going to talk about some deep educational issues. Woo. And I cannot wait to pick her brain about what we need to do and what shift she sees happening in our area. So that'll be cool. Anything else? Oh, let's talk about our challenge. How is the challenge going? The Weekender Challenge.
I like it. Pretty good. I've been living it up. Since our last time speaking. We both have gone somewhere and done something meaningful. Mm-hmm. I actually, part of the the deeper level of weekending.
Secondary enjoyment?
Spoke about, creating socializing with people rather than being in isolation. So we had a little bit of a college girlfriend reunion. Yes. Which actually we ended up talking about some super, enlightening things because my friend has gone to South Carolina with a new career opportunity, and she's been a little down because she's isolated and hadn't,
she's
has not
been closer
to family, her church home, all kinds of things. So we actually went with her to the church that she is.
Fun.
Yeah, she's thinking about going to, and I was just like, "Do it, girl." It was really amazing. We enjoyed it. We bonded on a whole new level. We worshiped together, and because we're adults now, our worship experience was definitely on another level. From some teeny boppers in college. So it was definitely a bonding weekend. And we also tried something new. We went to this cake decorating shop. It's kind of like, sip and stroke, but it's like cake decorating instead of like painting. So it was really neat. I decorated a little cute little cupcake, girl. I made a little flower child out the little icing. So I felt like I was on Cupcake Wars. I think I won.
What colors? I just want details. I feel like I was there and I would tell everyone I went.
Of course, like a fuchsia pink.
Oh.
And, black. No, I didn't do black. The
gold sprinkles?
The inside. Yeah, like a little gold. The little gold in, what is it? Bud? What do you call that in the center of the flower? It's getting too late in the evening. I can't remember. The part where the pollination happens, okay? Whatever that's called, science teacher.
The middle. Steaming.
So, we definitely had that new experience, and it was fun. What did you do?
Let's see. So, I went to my very first same-sex marriage.
Oh, wow.
In California.
Cool.
That was amazing. I mean, long story short, it was just moving to see love happening. And it was actually my aunt who has been with her partner for 25 years. So for me, that was the majority of my life, knowing that they had been together. So it was like a kind of a full circle of, just people being together and love and support. And it was very different. Never experienced that in my life. And so I definitely believe that was a secondary entertainment. I wouldn't even call it entertainment. Experience, yeah. I got to hold a chuppah, which is
I helped you realize what that was.
Yes,
in our research.
I did not know how to say it, so I finally learned how to say it.
Say it one more time.
Saying chuppah. I was saying chupa because that's how it's spelled.
You were. I forgot.
I did not pass out because
we were chalupa.
We were in inner country, like in Lodi.
It was so
at
pretty.
A vineyard. Yeah, it was beautiful.
Oh my gosh.
Lodi is known for over 100-degree weather, so it was very nice. It was like in the 80s.
Oh, good.
And so we didn't pass out holding a chuppah.
And
that's
you didn't
what we were worried about.
Sweat, and you weren't glistening real bad.
No,
on
it wasn't
your
a bunch of sweat. The wedding started at 5, so that was good.
Yeah.
It was later, and then there was dancing. I got to but hang out with my cousins, and of course cousin Judy.
Oh, I miss her.
My favorite, who's posting.
No, she's my favorite cousin.
Well, she was like, she made a post like, "Oh, cousins more like nieces," and I was like, "Mm-hmm." So that was fun.
She is #aging goals.
But it definitely was. I was able to talk to a lot of people, like I mentioned before, in the airport, and just experience all the different things that I miss about California. So that was special to me, even if it was more time in the air than it was at the wedding.
Yeah.
It was a real turnaround. But Monday, I was not tired. And that's how I was like, okay, so that's what secondary enjoyment is when you're doing something that you're really into, then you're not like spent, you're not worn out. Even though I was on the airplane for that long.
And I'm not going to lie, after our little trip, although I felt super fulfilled, I think we had such an emotional day at church that I was so exhausted. So I went to sleep very well.
I probably will rest this weekend. I feel like, I hit the ground running.
You really won't.
Friday night, I'm not doing it.
Oh, okay. Because I was going to say Saturday, you're going to be...
We're going to have some primary entertainment.
We're going primary, and we realized that.
Big boy concert.
See you there. Be square.
Oh my gosh. So that'll be exciting. But let us know about your weekend. Let us know, if you're experiencing primary or secondary. I know a friend who's been binge watching Game of Thrones from the beginning.
I'm going to try to do that. You don't have to roll your little neck.
That's primary.
It is primary, but you roll your neck at me like...
She's been doing it for a while, and it's hilarious.
I kind of want to see it.
I want to start it over. I'll do it with you. I'll start over.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because I want to start over again. This will be my 3rd time watching them through.
Really? Why so many times?
I read the first time I started watching, and then I went back once I started reading the books. I'm kind of that kind of nerd,
I'm
the sci-fi kind. So, went back to the beginning and then was reading as I watched, and now I'm waiting for the next book to go along with the episodes that are coming out.
That's all right.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So I'm ready to watch it again because I'm like, when is he going to write the book?
I want to do a teacher talk flashback. Speaking of nerds, I'm so sorry.
What?
You might be able to chop it up and get it back up there. So is your school system doing anything in preparation for this solar eclipse?
Oh.
Girl, I need you to understand that first of all, when I first heard about it, being the nerd, that's what triggered the memory. Being the nerd that I am, I went ahead and did my own research, and I was like, oh man, you got to go 2 hours north to get to the full eclipse.
Right.
My family, and it's going to be at what time? I'll be at work. I'll have to take a whole day off. But what you don't know about me and Debt Doctor is blood moons, all that, super moon, all that. We go riding trying to find it at night. We're just so...
That's cool.
We're nerds and we're okay with it. And so I had already gotten discouraged because I wanted to see the full. But, so then all this rigmarole Southern sweet tea term, all this rigmarole started about all these things about this eclipse, and just the buildup has absolutely deflated any excitement that I had. I'm not gonna lie.
So we I have a friend in Etowah who they bought glasses for the entire school, then found out those things were defective, had to send them back. Now no one gets the glasses. I looked up how to get let me slow down.
We have glasses that were donated to us at our school.
Oh, and I heard the public library has them.
Yeah, also. I heard that.
Okay,
too.
So this thing is called the Great American Eclipse, and it's because no part of the United States has had this eclipse since 1979. So it's been a long.
Further than that.
No, they said someone was saying 100 years ago. Yeah, but there's been parts of the United States that have seen eclipse, not the entire. So this one's going to go all the way across the country.
Okay, thank you for clarifying.
Everyone, it's the Great American, so everyone in America should be able to experience.
That's why I love you. You educate me so much.
Right. Okay. So the whole thing about burning the retina. Yes. Did you read up
all of that?
Okay. So I've been telling my students because they've been asking me, and I'm like, dude, I don't even teach that. I teach biology and environmental. Like I'm not.
But science.
Right. So they think I'm an astronomy teacher or whatever, something. So I had to read up on telling them what to do because we don't have glasses, and our principal was like, if you're in the science class, then you can go out and experience it. And I'm like, is he going to pay for these glasses?
Wait a minute. Not wait a minute.
Right.
Wait a minute.
So I'm Googling, like, how much are these glasses? Because I kind of want to experience it, but I kind of don't. Because we read up, and there's a super enthusiast in our department who was like,
all in.
So she's like, that when we look at the sun, we naturally look away because that's a stimuli that our eyes can't handle. So she says that is what saves us from getting our eyes burned. But because there's an eclipse, the amount of sun rays are still there. It's just covered by the moon. That's what burned your retina because your body is not responding to anything that's saying stop looking. So people keep looking. Those sun rays burn the retina, and then you're blind when you wake up. Yeah, it's true, and that makes sense, right? Like the sun rays are still there.
It does make sense,
even though it's not a bright light. We all look away from bright light, but
I looked up at the sun not today at buses, trying to figure out where the sun is going to be when the thing happens next week.
Well, you better not.
I looked away immediately.
Yeah. Don't be looking up
on
bus duty.
A and B don't need to be out there.
Well, and that was a thing because I signed permission for Professor and what's her name? Missy. They had permission slips for them to play out or experience it. But then I was kind of like, dude, World Famous was like, we need to get them glasses if we sign the permission slip.
Right.
So that's why I was Googling too. Those things are like $35 at the cheapest.
But so what about all these donated glasses? Are they even good enough?
Well, and they're saying you need to go through NASA because they're the only ones that really it's verified. Like there's all these scare tactics.
Oh,
but there's also people who are trying to get over the American dream, right? You got these little fake glasses that you're selling on Amazon. Like, how do we know that they really are gonna
block it or protect it? See, that's why it's too much. Like all this buildup, it wouldn't have been that. Like, if I'm gonna go look at it, let me just go look at it. I don't need anybody saying.
Well, don't look directly at it. Just look out the window and see if it's dark.
Girl, our whole school is going to be delayed, honey.
Ours too, till 4:15.
Girl, and so now
it's not happening till what
2:30.
2:30. Mm-hmm. So that will be in that.
It's gonna be dark. The buses don't need to be what?
Yeah.
So buses don't have headlight.
Well, they sent out a message saying if you're gonna pick up your child, you need to pick them up before 2:00 because they're not letting anyone out the building between 2 and 4:15.
We just ain't used to nothing. All this extra. I just feel like all this buildup is giving me anxiety. I'm not gonna lie. It's just too many weeks, too many emails coming from the board office. I don't like it.
And I'm a little bit nervous that I may look at the sun. Just because, like, I know you said I'm oppositional disorder. I feel like if I go out there, then I may look up for a long time to see if I can see.
Like, but here's okay. But here's
prove everybody wrong.
Nobody is coaching